You ever have one of those days that starts out like a perfect sunrise with your favorite coffee, only to flip into a nightmare you never saw coming? That's exactly what happened to us. One minute, my wife and I were strolling through the neighborhood park, hand in hand, tossing around baby names and dreaming up summer plans. The next, she was crumpled on the ground, clutching her head, tears streaming, while a woman we hardly knew shrieked like a banshee, her fists still tangled with strands of my wife's hair. Yeah, that happened. And 3 minutes later, my brother, a Marine just back from deployment, tore across the grass and tackled that woman so hard it rattled the entire park. Let me rewind to where this all kicked off. Our neighborhood, Cedar Hollow, looks like a postcard on the surface. Tree-lined streets, uniform mailboxes, and an HOA that runs the place like it's a royal palace. At the heart of this suburban empire was Veronica Steele, the HOA president. Blonde, with a fake smile and sunglasses perched on her head like a crown. She patrolled with a clipboard as if she were inspecting a military base, not a community of families just trying to live their lives. My wife Clara and I did our best to steer clear. Clara is the kindest soul you'll ever meet. She bakes brownies for new neighbors, volunteers at the local food bank, and somehow tracks everyone's birthdays. Me, I work from home, tinker with motorcycles in my garage, and keep a low profile. But even we couldn't dodge Veronica's wrath. Our first run-in was over our mailbox. Apparently, it was a 1/4 inch too narrow. Then our front yard planters clashed with the community vibe. The real kicker was last fall when Veronica fined us for our Halloween setup, claiming our fake spiderwebs and a motion sensor ghost that cackled were offensive because they spooked her cat. We paid the fines, gritted our teeth, and smiled to avoid drama. But then came that April Saturday. It was the first sunny day in weeks, and the Cedar Hollow Park was buzzing. Kids zipped down slides, couples walked their dogs, and some teens tossed a football. Clara, 7 months pregnant and radiant, sipped a lemonade we'd bought from a kid's stand. We were chuckling about how our baby had kicked during a documentary on whales the night before. Then, like a thundercloud out of nowhere, Veronica appeared. She had that walk, heels clicking, lips pursed in a smug grin, sunglasses lowered just enough to glare over them. She marched right up to us, no greeting, no pleasantries. "I need to speak with you now," she snapped. We stopped. Clara looked puzzled. My gut twisted. "What's the issue, Veronica?" I asked, keeping my tone even. She ignored me, zeroing in on Clara. "You can't wear that," she hissed, pointing at Clara's maternity shirt. A cute top with "baby on board" and a cartoon sailboat. "That shirt is inappropriate for public spaces." I blinked, thinking it was a prank. "Inappropriate," Clara echoed softly. "It's just a maternity shirt." Veronica scoffed. "It's mocking the HOA's lake safety rules. Sarcastic signage targeting community leadership is harassment." I felt my blood start to boil. "You're way out of line," I said. "It's a baby joke. She's pregnant." But Veronica stepped closer, crowding Clara. "I will not be disrespected in my neighborhood." Clara raised her hands, stepping back. "Please don't shout." That's when Veronica snapped. In a sudden, vicious move, she grabbed Clara's hair, yanked it, and pulled her down. Clara screamed, collapsing to her knees. The lemonade spilled across the grass. I froze for a split second, shock locking my brain. Then everything exploded. I lunged, grabbing Veronica's arm. "Let her go!" I roared. People nearby were already on their feet, some filming with their phones. Kids stopped playing. Dogs barked. Veronica kept screeching. "She's harassing me. Assault. She's attacking me." Clara was sobbing, clutching her head, her pregnant belly heaving with panic. I didn't know whether to call 911, help Clara up, or stop Veronica from bolting. Then a bellow cut through the chaos. "Get away from her!" I turned to see my brother Jake sprinting across the park like a guided missile. Let me tell you about Jake. He's a U.S. Marine, 3 tours under his belt, trained to handle threats, and fiercely protective of family. Especially Clara, who sends him homemade granola bars every month and once crocheted him a scarf he still wears. Before Veronica could react, Jake tackled her to the ground in one swift, precise move. Not a reckless lunge, but the kind of controlled takedown that says, "You're done." He pinned her arms gently but firmly and barked, "Do not move. I saw everything." Veronica thrashed, screaming, "I'm the HOA president. This is assault. Get off me." A crowd gathered, neighbors we knew and some we didn't. Phones were out, recording. A teenage boy shouted, "I've got it all on video." I rushed to Clara, easing her up gently. She was trembling but kept whispering, "I'm okay. The baby's okay." Jake held Veronica until the police arrived, summoned by several bystanders. And let me tell you, when the officers reviewed the footage, Veronica wasn't the one they cuffed. She tried to spin it, claimed Jake assaulted her, that I threatened her, that Clara staged the fall. But the videos told the truth. Multiple angles showed Veronica grabbing Clara's hair and yanking her down, unprovoked. She was charged with assault, disturbing the peace, and resisting arrest. Her mugshot, once it hit the local news, became the neighborhood's hot topic. The HOA board had to convene without her for the first time in years. A few weeks later, a unanimous vote stripped her of her presidency. As for Clara, she spent the rest of that day wrapped in support. Jake never left her side. Neighbors we'd barely spoken to showed up with flowers, lasagnas, even offers to help with baby prep. When our daughter was born 2 months later, Jake, Uncle Jake, was the first to hold her after us, cradling her with a gentleness that belied the hands that had taken down Veronica. That day in the park could have ended so much worse. But it taught me something profound. You can't always choose your fights. Sometimes they come charging at you, sunglasses and all. But with people who love you, who'll stand up when you're knocked down, those fights don't break you. They make you stronger. Now, when I pass the Cedar Hollow Park, I think about how fast life can shift. 1 second you're sipping lemonade, the next you're lifting your pregnant wife off the ground while your Marine brother becomes a one-man justice force. But love and family won. Veronica learned the hard way that being HOA president doesn't make you untouchable, especially when you mess with a Marine's family. In the end, Veronica faded from Cedar Hollow. Her house went up for sale, and last we heard, she'd moved to another town, likely terrorizing a new HOA. Our community is tighter now. Our baby girl is thriving, and Clara's smile is brighter than ever. If you've ever faced a bully like Veronica, know this: stay calm, let the truth speak, and lean on those who've got your back. Got a story like ours? Drop it below. I'd love to hear it.